Does being rich make you more sexually attractive? Welcome back. I'm Dr. Brad Klontz, author of Start Thinking Rich. In the last video, we explored whether or not making more money leads to more sex. Today, we're following up with another fascinating question. Does being rich make you more sexually attractive? Wealth, attraction, dating, three topics that fuel endless debates. Today, I'm breaking it down with research, practical tips, and real life examples you'll love. What does research say about wealth and attractiveness? Before we dive into examples, let's look at what the science says. The fact is, wealth signals evolutionary traits. A study from evolutionary psychology found that financial success often signals traits like stability, security, and ambition, qualities many find attractive. For example, in one study, men pictured next to high status items like luxury cars were rated as more attractive than those standing next to neutral items like a bus stop. Now, obviously, this had nothing to do with their actual income and wealth. It's just status symbols. But people fall prey to it. This is one of the reasons you see people flashing luxury items on social media. They know it'll trick your brain. The amount of income you make influences power dynamics. A study published in Psychological Sciences showed that people of higher incomes and status are perceived as more desirable when it comes to dating. However, this effect does vary by gender and by culture. The fact is, attraction goes beyond first impressions. One study found that while wealth can enhance first impressions, it really comes down to personality and compatibility to sustain long-term attraction. To bring this topic to life, let me share some real-life observations and stories. The luxury car effect. A friend of mine, we'll call him Mark, told me one day that he went on a date and he borrowed his boss's Porsche to go on the date. The woman he was meeting couldn't stop complimenting him about his incredible car and seemed really impressed by his success. But here's the thing. By the third date, her interest and attraction started to fade. Why? Because the car made a great first impression, but Mark, he really didn't have the personality and the ability to maintain that initial attraction. He's a buddy of mine, and I really hate to say it, but he really didn't go that deep, and she picked up on it and things faded. Here's another example. We'll call it the opposite effect. On the flip side, I've seen, and you probably have seen, people who are dead broke, but they're wildly successful when it comes to dating. I've got several good friends with magnetic personalities who did great when it came to dating, even when they were broke. Even when they had no money and they drove beat up cars, women were drawn to their sense of humor and their confidence. In all fairness, they were just in their broke phase. You might be in your broke phase right now, and I can relate. And the women who were interested in them picked up on their magnetic personality and their hustle, and I think they could smell some earning potential in the future. So these are examples that you don't need a big bank account to be attractive. You just need a rich mindset. The wife of one of my best friends found in his bathroom when they were dating a copy of The Millionaire Next Door. And while she was already attracted to him, that attractiveness shot up subconsciously for her because she realized she was dating somebody who had a rich mindset. It turns out that skills like confidence, like humor, like having a rich mindset are far more valuable than money alone. But wealth can be a trap. For example, let's talk about Sarah. This is somebody that I was coaching who was struggling in her relationships and with dating after she became a high income earner. She felt like her wealth and her high education were actually intimidating her potential partners. Through our work, she realized it really wasn't about her money. It was more about how she was projecting her success and her status. Once she shifted her mindset and really embraced her value beyond her income and her earning potential, she attracted somebody who really appreciated her for who she was as a person, not just her paycheck. So here's the lesson. Wealth can amplify your attractiveness, but authenticity is what really builds those lasting connections. Now that we've covered the research, let's break it down into 5 key takeaways. Number 1, wealth enhances first impressions. Money can make you stand out in a crowd. It symbolizes success and ambition. But first impressions quickly fade if there's no substance behind the flash. Pro tip, use your wealth as a tool to show generosity and create meaningful experiences, not just to impress people with fancy stuff. Number 2, confidence is king or queen. People are attracted to confidence, not just the paycheck and the bank account behind it. How you carry yourself is what people notice most. Pro tip, work on building that inner confidence. Have an exciting plan for your future. Take action. Show gratitude. Focus on self-improvement. Focus on your strengths. Number 3, emotional intelligence trumps money. While wealth can open doors, it's really emotional intelligence that keeps relationships thriving. People are drawn to those who can connect, those who are good listeners, those who can empathize, those who can communicate effectively. Pro tip, practice active listening and being present with others when you're with them. It's really one of the most attractive traits you can have. Number 4, Wealth attracts for the wrong reasons. Here's the downside: money can sometimes attract people who are more interested in your lifestyle than in you personally. This is why self awareness and clear boundaries are key. So look for partners who align with your values, to what matters most to you, not just to impress those people by your lifestyle and your bank account. Number five, wealth is a multiplier, not a solution. Here's the bottom line: money amplifies who you already are. If you're kind, confident, and authentic, wealth will enhance those traits and people will see it and they'll notice. But if you're insecure, if you're distant, no amount of money is going to fix that. So focus on building a rich life. Focus on your well being, not just financially, but emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. So, does being rich make you more sexually attractive? The answer is yes, kind of, but only to a point. Wealth might make you stand out initially, but true attraction comes from the person you are deep inside. And no amount of money can hide your weaknesses. You need to work on self development. In Start Thinking Rich, we talk about how wealth is much more than a number. It's about a mindset, about values, and about the legacy you create. If you want to be truly magnetic, focus on building a rich life from the inside out. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video with someone you care about. And let me know in the comments, what do you think? Does wealth really make someone more sexually attractive, or is it really all about the personality? Remember, start thinking rich and you'll start living rich. I'll see you next time.